Hello fans, how you doing today? It is AbusiveAdmin and I'm here, and I've decided that I'm going to remake my old video on my channel, the more accurate hybrid cannon for factions beginners. Note, this video is completely for beginners. If you're new to hybrid cannons, new to anything, new to factions in general, this is for you. A hybrid cannon is a cannon that lets you shoot sand and TNT to blow up a water protected wall on factions. Please don't hate if you're an experienced player. This is my most popular video on my channel and I needed to remake it because the old one from 2014 has terrible audio quality and it is just not up to par with the kind of videos I want to make. So let's start this off very easy. 3 dispensers like this and you do a space. I'm just using glass to represent space just so you guys can see. I do it 4 long, you can do it 5 long, it doesn't matter here. We're not doing a crazy cannon. This is just for beginners once again. So then what you want to do, have a block on both sides, and right here is going to be a slab. Now this is where your piston's going to stand, and it'll push sand into the barrel. That's what I was trying to say. Your piston stands here and pushes sand into the barrel, and this is going to be your TNT that shoots and actually blows up walls. So now we're just going to use glass so you can get a good visual representation of what's going on while we're cannoning, and that is that. You want to come up one above your dispenser here and make a line. This is called your guider. I am going to use cyan wool just so you guys can see exactly what's going on. This is called your guider though. What happens is when the sand and TNT shoots out of the barrel, it can't go above this point. If you did not have this here, when it flew out of your barrel, it would fly way up here and not work correctly. So your barrel is just what makes it accurate. Okay, as long as your power here. This is very, very easy to wire. I have made it pretty much for dummies, for guys who have never played factions or are new to factions and just new to cannoning in general. So I've wired this very, very easy for you guys. I've used this cannon 115,000 billion times and it'll be 100% working for you guys to learn how to use. So you want to do 10 repeaters. These are repeaters right here. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Boom, just like that. See how perfect that is? So except this one, don't touch this one. Put all of these on max delay. So that's 9 repeaters on max delay, and the 10th one with no delay. There you go. Bam, that whole side is wired now. You want to do 1 here, and I do 6. You can do up to 7 though. And then a comparator, and this makes your redstone shoot 5 times instead of the default 1 time. So instead of shooting 2 TNT, you're shooting up to 10, but it just, I don't know. I like making bigger holes. I like to scatter. It sounds cool. Why not, right guys? There you go. Believe it or not, your entire cannon is wired now and you are done. Don't forget to put water in your cannon. That is a big deal. A lot of people do forget that and you end up blowing up your cannon. So do /fill. And there you go, they should all be filled. What you want to do, we're going to use a different color block to represent what these parts of the cannon do. It's acacia wood right here and right here. I've done it like this on purpose. This is to shoot sand, so you turn this on and off to shoot sand, and this is to shoot TNT and blow up walls, so you keep that off by default. Now we want the sand always on. Let's get a piece of sand out. Here we go. Sand, and we'll make a little wall right here. So there you go, there's a wall and we are done. So just like that, it's that easy guys. Now this is what you need to know about this cannon. Note, I have one over there, so I'll show you guys in a second, but I will show you with this one first. Press F3. Note the Y coordinate. It says Y on 1.8. It's a little bit different to read, but just look at the Y coordinate, 33. That is your height. You want to stand at the same height as these dispensers here and press F3. So your height is 33. That means you want to stack to 34. That means when you're standing on your sand stack here, it should say 34. Now the way to do this is very simple. Make sure you turn off this right here. Make sure that is turned on, and you shoot a sand. What this will do, that TNT pushes that TNT forward, and then it pushes your sand into the hole. There you go. Let's go ahead and shoot a couple more real quick. So there we go. We're currently at 33, which is the same height as the cannon, but you want to stack one more. Sorry, I always got to answer fans. And there we go, we've stacked one above our barrel. Now the reason we do this is because when we go through multiple walls, we want to make sure we have the same size hole. This is 34 here. See, the sand and TNT will actually fly out up to 35. So the next shot will land right here and blow up. You watched my video yesterday. Well, awesome. Big shout out to these guys in chat here. So we've turned our TNT on. The sand and TNT are at 34 right here. And then this will blow up the wall. There you go, the wall is done, and you are ready to proceed to the next wall. Now we're just going to fly over here quickly, because we've set up a larger visual representation for you guys to just kind of understand what's going on. So the same concept, you want to stack one above your barrel. Now this wall, we have added an obsidian wall as well to help demonstrate. So there we go. And bam, let's blow that sucker up. Turn this off, because you guys can tell by now where 33 and 34 are. There you go. You have a hole in the wall, and you can come through here. Now, obsidian walls are a little bit different. This is where you guys got to pay attention, so please pay attention. Obsidian, on most servers, takes more than one hit of TNT to break. So this means that when you shoot this cannon, even though this is turned on, it will only count as 2 TNT, and you will have to shoot multiple times. Now, I'm going to set this to bedrock so you guys can see the actual what's going on right now, because it's going to be kind of difficult to explain if you cannot see what's going on. Here we go. Just okay, set obsidian. We're not allowed to use bedrock on this server. That's fine. Ignore my typos there. So here we go. We have obsidian on the ground and obsidian there. So what's going to happen is if we do the same thing that we just did, bam, so this will stack the one sand to 34. And then we'll shoot in our little hybrid shot. I think by default, obsidian is only 5 on here, or 4 on here, so it should work fine. There we go. Cannon is actually out of sand. Whoops, that's my fault. That's always something you guys should check on your cannons as well, so you don't make mistakes. I'm not going to edit that out. I want you guys to see mistakes do happen. This happens in real servers. There we go, so that's going to blow up. Now, you see, it did not blow up the wall, but if we stack one more time and then shoot again, it will blow up the hole, or blow up the wall, and it'll leave a hole, but this is what you need to understand. Since obsidian's durability is a lot higher, it's not going to blow up the same size hole. There we go. Now, you see here, this, we're going to use, let's use the sandstone. This is the top of the hole, but on this wall, the hole is right here. So what's going to happen is you're going to get what's called a clip. Your sand and TNT are going to hit this, fall down, and they're not going to shoot through this wall. And the way to fix that is very, very simple, guys. So if this ever happens to you on a raid, this is all you do. This is what's called your guider. Remember I told you this is what pushes your sand and TNT out of the barrel? So you just make another row of blocks, and just like that. Now, you can also, let's say the wall you're clipping and it's not stacking correctly, just put a row of slabs like that and it'll work just fine. So we'll go ahead and shoot a sand, and you'll see what I mean. It'll shoot under this, but it'll hit that and fall. There we go. It actually stacked here. So what we're going to do is this right here. Bam, you just shoot another one. And since we raised the guider, instead of stacking to 34, we're stacking to 35 now. So right here, when we press F3, you will see up here Y of 35. This is very important that you guys make sure you stack one more if you add a guider. Now you can take that out or you can leave it in. It shouldn't matter. And what will happen is when it's one below this obsidian, it'll stack there and it'll blow up the wall. So there you go. Now we're just going to stack it back up for the sake of the video so we don't have to do it again. What is our barrel coordinate right here? And bam, just like that. This shot will blow up the wall and fix your clip issue. Now you can leave this kind of barrel in. I recommend taking it back out. That way you're back at your original height. But there you go. Only 2 of the sand, or 2 in the TNT counted. Like I said, this is factions. Mistakes do happen, and I'm not editing this out of the video. I want you guys to see things do go wrong. It's all part of raiding. So what's happening right now is some of your TNT is getting split, and you're only landing 1 TNT per shot. there we go. Now the hole is bigger, and it's the same height as this one, so you're good to shoot to the next wall and blow up all to bases. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you learned a little bit if you are new to cannoning. Like I said, if you're an expert and you're a pro and you're better than me, please don't make fun of these guys in the video. You know, they're new to factions and it's hard for them to learn how to play, especially because we've been playing for so long. And, you know, it's good to help these guys out and teach them, so when they play, you know, they can share their knowledge, and eventually we're going to quit playing factions, but factions is not going to die out. A lot of people like to think that factions game mode is going to die out, but I personally do not believe that's to be the case. I think just a younger audience is moving to factions, and they are going to take the servers over. So with all of us leaving eventually, because I mean, it's going to happen, you know, we're all going to get bored of factions, and nobody's going to be there to teach these guys how to play, so I do things like this for them. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great rest of your day. I'm Dave. Expect 2 videos tomorrow, and I'll be seeing you.